Welcome to another episode of Your Game Therapy. As always, I am your host, Candor, and tonight we'll be jumping into episode number 19 of Blueprints. If you are new to the channel, we play all of our games 99.9% blind, so if long-form Let's Plays with minimal edits is your kind of thing, you have come to the right place. On the last episode, we beat the game, right? we beat the game. I think that's the point of the game. We got to room 46, and all we are left with as a thank you and parting gift is more questions. I am excited to jump back in and actually solve the mysteries of Mount Holly. But as always, at the top of the hour, grab your favorite drinks, grab your favorite snacks, kick back and relax, and enjoy the next hour or two of Blueprints on Your Game Therapy. Cheers. All right, quick stretch, and let's get started. The next day, and the music is different. Oh, you guys know something's up. Nothing's missing there. What, okay. Whoa. Should we go outside first? No, let's stay here. Open only in the event. Well, let's open our allowance first. There we go. Inheritance trophy. You've been awarded the inheritance trophy for reaching room 46. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room in recognition of completing your bequest. Okay. Oh, did the letter literally fall when I picked up the thing? That's kind of cool. That's a little cool physics thing. Nuance. Open only in the event of inheritance. Dear Baron, what? Look at us. Look at us. Look at who we've become. That's right. Wait, can I turn this blue? Would that be distracting? It's like flat. It's like flickering. I'll try to block it as much as I can. Dear Baron, welcome to Mount Holly, your home. I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but it still felt strange, especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by the same title. But life is a journey of growth, growing up, growing older, growing wiser, and in our case, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud, brash, and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation, I spent the better part of my youth questioning myself. And as I grew older, that lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objectives to strive toward. I never had any dreams to realize. I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you have reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with accolades and titles, will you be content to stop there? Or will you look to the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? Oven Nivare, Herbert S. Sinclair. Well, that is going into our notebook. Oven Nivare. That's cool. I do feel accomplished. We did successfully conquer Mount Holly, but as he says, there is so much more. What? Oh my God. There is quite literally a lot more. Mount Holly directory, Solve 40 dartboard puzzles. A logical trophy. Win 40 parlor games. Trophy of Invention. Create all 8 workshop contraptions. Trophy of drafting. Win the drafting strategy sweepstakes. What the heck? Unlock all 8 realm sigils. Trophy 8. Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. Trophy of trophies. Diploma trophy. Buy out the entire showroom. Reach room 46 in under an hour. Reach 46 in 1 day. What? Haven't I done this? Reach room 46 in curse mode. Reach room 46 in dare mode. Hold on, let's, we're also gonna take a picture of this one, just in case it's not an accessible menu in the game. Okay. I've learned that there's some things to write down, things to take pictures of, and I'm gonna alternate which ones I do depending on the media that I need. But okay, we have successfully... am I crazy? Or is there like an overlay? Do you guys see? Huh. No, I'm trying to look on the screen. Okay, well, I'm sorry, but I will have to check that on video later. But let's go ahead and start the run. I swear there's like a little bit of an overlay on the screen, and I'm wondering if it's like burning on my screen or if it's okay, here we go. Select room to draft. Mount Holly gift shop. Well, now that we don't, I mean, we've gone to room 46. We've seen something in there that's very interesting and it implicates a lot of things, but I don't know exactly what yet. Let's focus on getting games on getting rooms. That's so funny. Look at this thing that we haven't had before. Okay, so enjoy your lunch. Mount Holly Tea, a permanent addition to walk-in closet. It just looks nice. A permanent addition to the dining room. When you reach rank 5 with lunchbox, gain half of your dinner steps. Wow. That's actually kind of cool. Swim trunks, a permanent addition to the pool. A pair of trunks is always handy for swimming. Just be sure to bring some keys. Oh, it's the little blue bird. Penguin. Dirigiblocks, home console edition, coming soon. The Swimbird plushie, a permanent addition to master bedroom. Unlock dare mode. Blue tents with no price tag, a permanent addition to the campsite. Blue tents can only be purchased after you've proven your merit as a scout by obtaining 8 trophies in your trophy room. Interesting. So there is a lot to be had. There is a lot to be had. It's about time you visit Mount Holly. Are there any secrets on any of these cards? Mount Holly Observatory, wish you were here. Wait, what was that? No, okay. I give up. I'm stumped. Okay. Stay safe this holiday season. Pretty cool. That one's blank. Blank. Okay. Ooh, red prints. Okay. Blue tents. Blue tents. Well, I like the fact that it has like multiple doors. This room's kind of cool. It's a gift shop. Okay. Let's continue. Let the Baron continue his run. I am going to go ahead and do a closet here because items are great. Ooh, a key and dice. We will take that. There's nothing hidden in here, right? Okay. And then, you know what? I'm going to go outside I need to figure out, which is funny because I think I took a step outside already. We're wasting steps here, but it's all right. This should be open. It is open. I think we opened both doors. We did. We did open both doors. Also, we still have to figure out what the hell this is. Looks like it might be plugged in somewhere. And it's just empty. Okay. We need to figure this out. Why it keeps appearing right there. Hovel. Shelter. You know what? Let's redraw. Let's see if we can get something we haven't had before. I would like to do a item run. So let's go special. Let's go special items. Magnifying glass. And what else is my... And a sledgehammer. Okay. Not the greatest. Not the greatest, but I'll take it. Alright. Let's go... What should we do? Should we start a run like normal, or should we explore outside a little bit? Because now that this elevator is open, theoretically, don't we have a way in? This does not let me get... You see that minecart right there? Like, these are mine tracks. I feel like we should be able to open that at some point. Also, that is not an exit, or not an entrance. We can go in through here, I think. Let's take the shortcut. So yeah, it's been a while since I played Blueprints. I did catch up by reading some notes. I had a couple of dreams about it, which was a little weird. And this morning I woke up and I was just like, you know what? We need to hop back into this world and play a couple hours of it. I've been mixing my games quite a bit, playing a few hours here and there of everything. And I just had the urge to play Blueprints. Could not tell you specifically why. It's been calling my name. I really, really want to understand the secrets of Mount Holly. Okay. We know that's fine. Wait, can I... Oh, no, I have to... Do I have to solve the puzzle every time? Or can I choose a new thing? You do have to activate it every time, right? Yeah. Okay, so to get a buff, you have to do it every time? Or do I just have the permanent buff? Let me see. Oh, I have the buff. Add the armory to your draft pool. Okay, so I do have the buff from the last time, until I change it by activating it again. Okay, we are here. Yeah, I think I pretty much scanned these documents already. Nothing that stands out. I wish I had like a light source. I wonder if something would appear there that we don't have access to right now. But all right, we're now in the underground part of the tour. Let's decide what we want to do here, because one, there is a red door that I want to go into for sure. How much would I have to drop the water so that this boat would be usable? I really should try to power the boiler room. That's another thing I gotta do. That gets me back up to the fountain. Okay. Like I said, we are wasting steps. It's fine. We're in no rush. There is no axe hanging over our head that we absolutely have to finish. We're gonna take multiple runs at this. Oh, I can't go in because the angel isn't activated in the tomb. So I couldn't go in if I wanted to. Okay, that's good to know. But I can go in here. And there's definitely like another level, right? I'm not crazy because this thing goes up and down. Also really want to get to the genie. The genie? Was it a genie or was it a... Can I sledgehammer some doors? I don't think that's going to let me sledgehammer some doors. But I want to get there now. No. Cannot sledgehammer doors. Can open the room, though. Can I actually go in the room? Or is like the game over, the run's over when you... Because that clip showed quite a few interesting items in there. Well, actually, one real interesting item that I want to get a hold of. But it'd be kind of silly if it doesn't let me in. So, is it the kind of thing where like you beat it once and then you can go back? And that's how you'll get in? Or is it just never going to be accessible unless you go in through this door? I feel like this door is very significant. I feel like this door is actually more important than that door somehow. What is this door? It's red. Yeah. It's red. Okay, so nothing to do here. Let's keep going. We've wasted quite a few steps. I don't think it's working out the way we want it to. What else can I do here? I can move this. Would we want to move this, or do we want to leave it the way it is so that we can always get to the lever? Did not think about that. That's the one that raises it up. I think that's at the front. Oh, no, I'm literally got spit back out where I came from. What? Hold on. That's not the one I want. I want the next one then. I want to understand how you raise it up. Okay, so that would allow us to always go to open up room 46. Now, what would this do right here? This also allows us to go to room 46. Oh, okay. So these are the only two things that are accessible. I don't think I can get back to this area unless I do it from the room 4. Let's try room 46 again. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to learn this. I want to understand how this works because there should be a way for me to be able to get to the controls. So if I go here and I take room 46 or the I don't remember what this is called. It's called something cool. There should be a way for this to get me. I think there are two possible combinations that give you a pathway. That I thought would have helped right there, but it didn't. Where does this take me? Oh. Oh. Okay, I understand. I understand. I understand. So no matter what, it is going to spit me back out here. And I can't open that unless I go in through the tomb. Okay. And then the reservoir is right here, and the red door is right there, and that's the only way to get back out. I'm going to get spat out back in the fountain. Okay. Well, I understand how this works, at least. So realistically, you still need to go the other way. Because I was hoping I could get to the foundation. How do I get to the foundation? It's an elevator that goes down to the basement. How do you get to the basement? Was there another way into the basement? I feel like I'm lost. I forget if there's another way to the basement. There was, wasn't there? What is this? And why does it have power lines going into it? If you've ever played the game Myst, that feels pretty remarkably similar to something from Myst. That's the gem cave that has nothing. The apple orchard has nothing. I bet this is how you get into the house. Yeah, I can't remember the foundation. It takes you in the basement. Oh, we have to get a shovel for the basement. We do need a shovel for the basement now, I remember. Ooh. Right off the bat, we need to get a lab. Right off the bat. Let's do an experiment. Let's experiment some stuff. What shall we do? What type of game can we play today? All right, we will do for each bedroom you draft after your second. So 3 and up. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then... Oh, we should add 1 gold to our allowance. Is a security door anything that has a key as well? Because I think that would be cool. Anything that needs to... Let's do this. Let's start working on our gold count. I believe security means locked or not locked or anything like as in like I think if I use a key on a door, that counts like a security door. Oh, we got to get up into the right. Guest bedroom. Probably need a commissary. Day 20. Salt shaker. Shovel. Metal detector. We're going to go with the shovel. We definitely want to see about digging that basement that had the X on it. Would really love a metal detector as well, though. We'll go with the chapel here. Knowing that we have the piggy bank whenever we want it. That's adorable, by the way. But we have the piggy bank available if needed. Are there any coins in the ground to grab? No. Okay. Oh, vault? Do we just want to have 40 keys? No, or 40 coins? But what if we get a bookstore? But 3 gems is a lot. That's a lot of gems. But what if we get a bookstore? What if we get a bookstore? We need to buy a book. All right. We're going to go ahead and get the vault. Yeah. Saturday, November the 28th. This might have been the wrong move. I feel like gems are so sacred, but because we're not trying to get to the end, I figure it's okay. I feel like gems are by far the most important currency you have to keep, and you don't waste it. Also, this is a rook. Also, do we not have any keys? No, the keys go away after the day. Okay. Because there are lockboxes here. Why a statue of Anubis? Why the symbol of life? Wait, is this Anubis? Is this Horus? What is this? I can't tell the difference. I forget what this is. An Anubis statue. That's an Anubis statue. There was once a time and place where I studied hardcore Egyptian lore. I loved it. And a part of me, deep down inside, a part of me still believes that the trial of Osiris, or actually the weighing of your soul at the end of life, would be the coolest thing if that were a real thing. Ooh, closed exhibit. Another red room. With security doors, though. And then we could theoretically get like a... we could theoretically get a security room and then unlock all the doors. Ah, damn. I don't want to use my last gem. Okay, we know that security doors are there. Okay, we'll turn back. We know the security doors are there, so we want to get permanent gold allowances. Secret passage. The courtyard is always left unlocked. This might have something to... but that's my last gem. Let's look at the courtyard. It's been a while. I just unlocked it, so... oh, that is odd. Oh my god, this was worth it. Worth it. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Let's take it. And then also diggable. A worthless brick. That was a tease. Everybody says you're a tease. No gems to our name here. So from here on out. Oh, that'd be nice. We'll go bedroom. And then we'll get one step back. And then wouldn't this bypass one of the security doors theoretically if I open one of the security doors from this side? Oh, look at that. That's so messed up. I couldn't if I wanted it. I can spare bedroom though, and that should give me a gold allowance. Okay. My allowance has been raised. Permanently, by the way. Permanently. Is there anywhere to break through with a sledgehammer here? I have a sledgehammer that's ready to go if you guys would just let me. No. Okay. So we're done here. Back to the gift shop, and actually that is the only place we have left. Nothing of interest? You can't even give me like a shoe? An old boot that I can decide not to take with me? Alright. Blue tents. Tents fit for a prince. Conference room would be kind of cool. Parlor would give me 2 keys. Or would give me a key, sorry. Has to be pantry. Has to be pantry. There we go. We're running dangerously close to the end of a run here. Oh my god, and that's the end of the run. Oh, this is the worst run ever. Was it the worst run ever? Power source. Has that said that before? Has it? It has, right? I'm just hallucinating. That's the end. That's the end of the run. Alright, so we unlocked the gift shop. That was new. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think we can go up the, unless a commissary has something that we could buy. Oh, wait. We have so much gold. What can we buy at the commissary? Salt shaker, sleeping mask. Yeah, that's a wrap. So much for that. Here, let's do this. What if we... Let's use our big brains here. Ready? What if we purposely walk in here over and over and over again and deposit a gold coin into our piggy bank every time? In a weird way, we are guaranteeing that the next time we finally use the piggy bank, it's gonna be massive, right? Because this is the end of the run anyways. So we might as well. I don't know why I'm going back and forth so far. Oh, the steps. I was like, why is it not letting me get more? Okay. All right. Well, that was a run. That was a run. We made a quaint cottage. We literally did nothing. We got a gift shop and yeah, that's about it. Let's just hop right back in. That was a run. Like I said, there's no pressure to get back to the actual room, so we're just gonna explore a little bit. The goal is we are trying to day 23. Also, do you see up there? There seems to be like a balcony or something that you can actually go outside. Okay. Allowance is 5 now. We're gonna go outside first. We're not gonna waste the steps downstairs, and I'm about to sneeze. Or not. Okay. Shrine. We're just gonna go ahead and use a shrine. We haven't really messed with a shrine before. We'll just give all of it. Okay, 8 courtyards to your draft pool. Would be really nice to have a shovel. It won't be like that one run where we had like 40 plots of soil and we had no shovel. Okay. And yeah, I'm so convinced that my actual screen has burn-in. That's crazy. It's like brand new. How's it already got burn-in? Hopefully it'll be fixed by just like a pixel refresh. We're gonna go with the den. This is a great starting room. I feel like the den is probably the best room you could start with. Always, because it unlocks the north and the west. Okay. And then we're going to... a reading nook will always let you get a library, which we need because we just bought something, didn't we? Or we asked for a book just recently? I don't know. Let's go with the reading nook because it gives us a key as well. Here we go. Anything of note here? Anything special? No. Library for sure. And now... Mama. This is cool. All right, here we go. A new clue. Marion Marigold. I wish I had a magnifying glass. This book was graciously gifted by Simon P. Jones. It was written in 1988, or published in 1988, A New Clue by Marion Marigold. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you. For you are looking for a new clue too. Route 8. Red stripes on him. Depart. Corner cases. That feels significant. That feels very significant, actually. Oh, I wish I had a magnifying glass. That looks like it's like you could read it if you had a magnifying glass. Dead cases, lavatory closet. Let's also take a picture of that. This feels significant. Lavatory closet, attic, furnace, solarium. So, corner cases, there's 4 check marks, and it's patio, nook, office, pantry. Is that what we have to do? We have to put those 4 rooms in 4 corners? He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases, and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Of the evidence present and precedents evident. Keep left. The rook. There is some imagery going on in this damn book that's gonna keep me up all night. Okay. He looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in... Oh my God. Hold on. We are gonna get real close to this. Hold on. Oh, sorry. My face is gonna... you're just gonna have my face in your face for a second. All he needed was to find a new clue. He found a new clue. No. It starts right. There are numbers after some of the words. 8 after low. 12 in all. Oh, boy. Look at you, little bastard. You beautiful, beautiful blueprints bastard. Okay, so you're supposed to read them in that order. All, where's 2? All checked. God, they're so small. I can barely see them with my eyes. All checked. Okay, bust out the notebook. Arrived. All. 2 is checked. All checked. I don't see a 3. Before is case. 5 is... Is it a... Okay, is 4 and 9 both case? Or is 4 case and 9 is a comma? And then his rooms, I think all case rooms. All checked case rooms were 6. had were 7. A was 8. Low. Case, or it's either case or parentheses. 10 is clue. 11 is found. 12 is in. 13 I can't see a 13. No, that's a 12. Okay, so 13 is a blank. 14 is either rooms or comma. 15 the. Okay, so what I've got is all checked blank case rooms had a low case. Clue found in blank rooms the. Now, didn't we just see something that said case, corner cases? Could it be all checked corner case rooms had a low case clue found in blank rooms? Or all checked, I'm gonna guess that first blank is definitely corner. All checked corner case rooms had a low case. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry, I didn't even read the next page. I just got excited when I saw the numbers. He had looked high and low in all the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. No numbers on this one. To Tanner Fork, apple, banana, orange. The maid. The cook, I'm assuming. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids, he questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur. Yeah, we're taking a picture of these books. Tender cipher. Damn, this is deep. This is deep, 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 deep. Deep, 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 deep. Okay. Are the times relevant at all? It looks like no, they're the same. But why is this one way off over here and why is this over here and that's got a chain on it? This painting or these pictures look interesting, but no, I guess not. So tome after tome that the library loaned and the books that he already owned were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Draft the sixes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's where you would get this, wouldn't you? That's where you would have got it. He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was a sound. Yeah, gates and gates. Right and right. Lore. What does that mean? Lore is equal to word and jor is equal to name. This is why we play this game. This is why we play this game. Mary and Mary. Draft the sixes. Shifted extras the fixed stars? I don't understand that part. Why is Mary's face erased? He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. Let's go back one more. Wait, what? Can I sledgehammer the... Can I sledgehammer the... What? He stayed up all night to the... A man obsessed and cuckoo, too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's so much stuff in that picture. Oh. Where's my measuring? Where's my magnifying glass? Oh my God, can I actually zoom in on my phone? Red, green, violet, blue, page A, word X, page C, word A, page B, word Y, page 2, major, drop, no, dead end, major. Wait, we just saw what jor means. Jor means name. What does may mean? Jor is name. So my name is Candor. What are we doing here? Seen all this. Let me zoom in on the picture again. I'm sorry, you guys can't see this part because we don't have a magnifying glass, but I can at least see my name. It says dead end major key. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. C is the one that's red right here. It says dead end major key, and then C is in red. Seen all the signs. There's a red, and then there's like a yellow diamond here. And this is a king. I didn't even look at what the pictures are. Huh. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Okay, are we going to find our mom? Or are we not going to find our mom? The suspect is a key on the way. The suspect is minor. The suspect is minor. The suspect is major. Red is false, so suspect is minor. I am going to spend the next... Oh, God. I'm going to spend hours reading this thing over and over again. Probably off camera, but I will... I'm pretty sure. Once I get a magnifying glass for this, I promise you, I bet every single letter is a code. Okay, let's go back. Sorry. Oh, that's it. That's the end of the book. Okay. That was a read. So many thoughts. So many thoughts right off the bat. I have a feeling. I have a feeling that I know that's going to play a very big part in a lot of this. I think that's just common just sense as well. But, God, whoa, what is this? This will give us a major and a minor key, but it's 2 gems. This will give us a bookshop for sale for later, but we don't have the vaults. What if we drew the chapel and then used it to buy all the books out? There's got to be like a lot of coins in there, right? We've never seen this room before. We've got to see it. There'll be no keys on it, I bet. Or no doors because there's no... Well, that's too bad. Okay. So this room would have been much better if we had... Is that N? Wow. What a cool room, though. Totally worth grabbing, even though it has no door. I thought that we'd find some lore there. That's why I grabbed it. And there's nothing... Okay, there's nothing there. Now that we've seen it, at least, we know how it works. We should probably not draw it until we have a bit of power. A bit of power, I think that's what that symbol means, right? Those gears for each room in your house. Let's go this way. Coat check. Well, we don't really have items aside from the microchip, so why don't we just go with the parlor? Again, every time I... Ooh. Car keys. Every time I come in here, I think to myself, I wish we would have gotten the red room. The red version of this. It was like funeral parlor. I have a feeling that we would have... I'm just going to randomly open one. I have a feeling that we would have gotten lore. Oh, shit, I should probably try. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. Okay, well, that's a lie. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. Also a lie, so this is the truth. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. Well, okay, then they're in the black box. That's true. Because this does make this game kind of like easy as hell. But I feel like if we would have picked the red room, I almost want to go look at someone's playthrough that picked the red room just so I could see what the red room tells us. But that would be cheating, and we play games blind on this channel, and we do not cheat, ever. That's not allowed. The armory. Yeah, let's go armory. Weapons and armor for sale, but we have nothing. We have 0. We use the blessing. Can knock the locks off chests and trunks. Well, no, we're not going to buy that. Can light candles and ignite fuses. No. Ignore the negative effects of 1 red room. That seems so weak if you just get the shelter. Is that all? Okay. Still a cool room, though. The courtyard is definitely the one we're going to go with here. Yeah. Maybe get us a metal detector. Ooh. I just wanted this. Okay, hold on. Well, we can't dig anything because we don't have a shovel. But you know where we're going with this. Okay, let's make sure we're going south. We're gonna go in the nursery. +5. Because there it is. Star. Star. Count the stars in the room. No, that's too many stars. No way. No way this is gonna be a puzzle that requires to know all the stars. Seahorses? No. Books, Rubik's Cube, pawn. Different colored doors. Is that a little... Are these doggy bones? No, they're not doggy bones. A goose? Oh, hate geese. We have said this before on this playthrough, but we hate geese. Or on some playthrough somewhere. Got a gem. Totally worth. We got our gem back for the cost of this room. Red Prince. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. Capital T. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. All the candles are lit. Apple, rose, lobster. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. The shadows look kind of bluish. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. You know what? We're just going to take a quick picture of this. And then we are going to... Let's move the mouse out of the way. Zoom in. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince... Okay, so that is correct. Let's go back for a second. Interesting. There is a missing apple, a missing rose, another missing apple, the crown does not have rubies in it. That could either be that. I don't know if that's significant, but there is a missing. There are missing items from the page. A story about you, if it needs to be said. About a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. He's like leaning to the... He's leaning to his right. Okay, he is leaning to his right. We're not gonna let anything slip by us, man. Nothing. We are on fire right now. We are absolutely making sure. Oh, that was the wind. Okay. Sledgehammer. We have to go back. Well, we're gonna have to go back to the entrance hall either way. Probably bedroom, but not go in. let's just go ahead and go back to the entrance hall. What did we... Oh, did we get something? I clicked it twice. Microchip. A small data microchip looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. So we have 2 of them now? We have 2 microchips. And nothing was in this one? Okay, well that's significant. We got a microchip, and I'm not sure what they do or where they go. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Oh, and then look, this one, it's like this. I can't rotate it. But then this one is full. Or maybe the other side is missing a part. This has a moon. This has a circle. This leads me to believe this has a connector from the C. This has a connector from the M and a connector from the P. And this has a chip connector there. This leads me to believe that there's at least one more to fill this out for the connections to go correctly. Because I bet you M... Would it connect to there? No. This does not connect to that. This connects to something else. This is missing something that has 3 connections. Oh, we're on a good one. Oh, we're on a good one. Oh, what do we do here? We have to do the laboratory, right? We have to. The lab just opens up so many interesting features. I think we have to do laboratory. But let's not... Okay. Shit. Shit. I love this game because it makes my brain work. My brain is working overdraft right now. Overtime, not overdraft. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, set your dice to 2. A letter will be delivered to the mailroom or gain 1 star. A letter will be delivered to the mailroom. Let's do that. And hopefully this run will go longer than the last one. Okay. Why would you pause the experiment, by the way? I didn't even realize we don't have a way up. It's just a bedroom now. I was so focused on this, on all the stuff going on in the game right now, that I did not even notice that we don't have another room going. Okay. No pressure, but we have only one way to go. No pressure, though. No pressure. Wait a second. Okay. No pressure, but we only have one way to go. We need to open it up as much as we can. Coin purse. Each time you collect 3, you earn an additional 1. Well, joke's on you. I don't have any. I have 0 interest. Okay. It's got to be Courtyard. And it's got to be a gem because everything else ends the game. Metal detector? No. And it's still just one way to go. Oh, it's got to be pantry. Only thing that keeps the run going. Would really love to use, well, we don't have the keys anymore. Oh, never mind. Thought I had a major and a minor for some reason. I read that somewhere and I just confused myself. All right, we got an interest coin, and then we got more steps, and we really need this to be a two hallway. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's real good. As a matter of fact, we don't have the bookstore yet, but we might consider breaking the piggy bank if we get the bookstore. We may consider that once we get the bookstore. Because then we could buy another book. And we saw what happens when you buy a really good book. It's like another game entirely. It's as if getting to room 46 is like the tutorial of the game. It's like, congratulations, you've now passed the most basic part of the game. Now the real game begins. It's like the South Park episode when they like get to level 60 in WoW Classic and then they can now finally actually play the game. That is exactly what this feels like right now. The corridor's always left unlocked. I don't want to keep using my gems, but this opens up so many... Yeah, we're going to go with that. I want to open up 2 ways. That way there's no pressure on me to... There's a trunk, which means we could actually break it open with the sledgehammer. So let's do that. Ooh, now we have coins to donate to the... If we get stuck and we dead end, then we can just put all of our coins into the piggy bank. Okay. The lavatory was red. Or it was not checked. Sorry, that's what I meant. It's not checked. The commissary would leave us without any gems at all. We just got 5 steps. Let's see if there's any... Oh, there's a gem in here. Worth it. And we can't break down the mechanarium. Utility closet. We got to use that. We got to use the gem we just got. We use it to reset ourselves back down to 1. But now we have access to both the north and the south as well. And wow, wouldn't it be cool if we had a shovel, guys? Maybe give us a shovel just once, one time. This should be a dead end. I think we get the storeroom here. Coin. Key. Where's the little guy? This has a notch right there, and it has a cut right there. I wonder if that's significant. Or is it just to like show age? That's a weathered paper. Wait, don't we have the car keys? We do. We do. And we got a gem, so we might as well use it again. We have no power, though, but we have 3 keys now. And we're going to unlock the car keys. Or the, magnifying glass. And lockpick tool. Or lockpick kit. That is a big pull. Big pull. I love it. We should go back to read that book. Wait, what is this dashes? Is this Morse code? I don't think so. There'd be dots. The The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk. So just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today. But you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. What were they smuggling? Is this like alcohol? Is this moonshine? Is it milk? What were they taking in this truck? Like, a part of me thinks it's like this is like alcohol. Because if you look at all the bottles around here, but then there's bleach, which is kind of weird. Is this a bootlegger operation that they're running out of Mount Holly? All right, so I didn't even pay attention to the fact that we don't have a north. Oh boy. Okay, we're back down to just one route. This way, the chapel. It can all end. It can all end suddenly. Suddenly. Don't end on me. We have so much stuff. Ooh. I mean, it feels like it has to be this, right? Because you get another key. But then that also does the same thing, and it saves the hallway for later. And then this makes you go north. I don't need a key right now, and I kind of want to save that hallway just in case we can pull it right now. That'd be the perfect room for this next area. Here we go. I'm going to close my eyes. How bad is it? Oof. It's not good. But it's not over, at least. The study would end the run. The closet would end the run. It's got to be the dark room. And we have no breaker. We have no breaker. We should have got... Wild. Let's figure this out if we can do this. I just thought about something. What if we go back and buy the armor? Will it work? Will it work if you already unlocked the red room? Oh, it's wild drafting. Did you see that? I think it's wild drafting. Also, we'll just take that to see if there's any candles along the way that we might... I think it says while drafting you protect yourself from a red room, which would suck because then that would mean no, it's not going to let me do this. No? Can't use that thing. Can't use that thing to light the candles? Okay. Already lit these candles. Okay. Will it protect me from this? Ooh. E. I can't use the shield. Okay. It's gotta be this, right? It's gotta be one of the gems. Oh, we got lucky. I'd rather be lucky than good, that's for sure. We got it. Billiard room. Okay. The run continues. Can I break anything? No. Any candles to light? No. Chalk. All right. As I said, it's been a long layover on the game, so here we go. Let's see what we got here. 15. Huh? Square? Is it like literally square of 3? So like 9 plus 3 is 12? Nine? Is it literally 3 squared? Is that what it's trying to say with the square? Okay, what the hell? This is a new variable that I've never... I didn't want to have to do math today. So 5 squared is 25 minus 15, so 10. 5 squared is 25 minus 1 is 24 divided by 12 is 2. Damn. Your boy can math. Your boy can math. Your boy can math. And this will unlock a room with many doors. Let's go. Let's go. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Okay. I don't want to use my last gem. So hallway it is. See? And that's why we saved the hallway. Because we knew we were going to need it here. Can I break this? I cannot break this. Can I break this? I cannot. So I cannot break them. That's only the ones in the entrance. A key. Alright. Please be locked. And use a special key. Yes. Okay. Knight's Shield. Archives. That is so good. That is so good. We're so good at this. It's so good. Oh, man. That is so good. I really love that, actually. I am going to buy that more often. I thought it was useless at first, but now I see the power of it because realistically, you don't have to use it unless you want to, and you have to use it when you're drafting. Oh, boy. Security door. All right. All right, at least only one of them is security doored. All right, that's not bad. It could be a lot worse. Definitely want to read this again because I need a refresher on that. In the basement, we saw something. In the archives, one of these doors are... Yeah. Watch. It was here. It was right here. Oh no, it was in the aquarium we saw. Wait. No. Huh. Was it not here? There was like an X, right? It was X marks the spot. Maybe you need a shovel in here? Maybe. Maybe it was a shovel and I'm misremembering. August 22nd of 85. The other book gets published in 88. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird has been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. This clip reminds me of the Swimbird picture. Maybe that picture belongs in here somewhere. And then look, you see that? Interesting. What if some of those scattered pictures are part of this as well? She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her... Oh, wait. She's not wearing what I expected her to be wearing. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success, the niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Is she reading something that I could note? No. Swinburne author never considered herself success. Swinburne author never considered herself success? A success, I guess? She confided, my son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Yeah, that's the kind of big thing we got going here. And then there's the Room 46. Okay, anyways. That we know the larger political story going on here, and we will at some point break this down once we have more points to like tie together, but I understand the political implications of her. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier, naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Black Water. Is the Black Water a reference to the reservoir? Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. So did that employee rat out other people because the charges were dropped? Are you a snitch? Are you a snitch, buddy? Oh, hello, Zelda. Zelda came to visit us. Hey, Zelda. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced the split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Okay. Was seen at the corner. Suspicious bag under the... Waved down a local map. This is the 3rd major last year. It is anticipate charged by the Crown. Manning was the last, but the trial begins on 2. Expected to last up to with grand treason. Look at that necklace. It's a swan. It's a swan. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. HBTRFMM. Miss Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Priceless jewels stolen in the dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fenares have broken into one of the crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble aristocracy, noble circles, at least not until today. As local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. Now, why would they be looking at a spot on the ground? The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Why would they be surrounding this little spot in the ground? Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Are we in agreement that the ruby crown of Orinda Ares have red gems in them, and the red gems that we're finding in the safes belong to the crown? Are we in agreement to that? Am I just drawing a really long conclusion from like very, very shoddy evidence? Because my belief is that the ruby crown of Orinda Ares is here at Mount Holly. Because those who took part of the heist hid themselves in the shelter. Okay, that's the end of that. That's where we're at, right? We're all there? We're all believing the same thing? Or am I crazy? Am I absolutely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? We're going this way. It's got to be the security room, right? This will give me a gem, but this is a security room. Got to be security room. No, we have no gems. Wait, is that what I think it is? No. Okay. I still don't understand what's in that attic. There's something here. It's right like here. But okay. Security room. Disable all the locks. So we're missing nothing. So now I basically need to definitely kill the power. Or do we set it to low so we don't get any because we don't have the ability to kill the power right now? Yeah, I think we only set it to high when we have the key card. Okay, so I think we do this for now. So that we run into less locked rooms. Let's lockpick. You don't seem to be able to pick this lock. Well, thankfully we have 6 keys. I mean, if you can't... Okay, let's go back here again. Hello, I have 6 keys, but I would like to increase the number of key cards needed. High. Unlocked. Back. Okay. So now we go over here and now, yeah, we do our thing. Can I break this? No, I cannot. Keycard system off. Gymnasium off. On for the dark room. On for the garage. How do we unlock the cabinet? So theoretically, we can now go outside through the garage. We should go back to the dark room to see if there's anything we missed back there. Because I have a feeling, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's worth 4 steps. 4 back, that's 28. We'll be at 20. That's fine. I think it's worth it. I'll be at 20. Dark room is open. Yeah, requested. Yeah, we already got that. Ooh, what is this, a pipe bomb? Battery pack. Provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. What would be a battery-powered... I think that's only good with the workshop, then? This was not worth 8 steps, but okay. We move on. We made a choice, we live with it, and we're happy. By the way, have we literally filled out the entire... We're doing really good as far as filling out the map. We're gonna run out of steps before we run out of places. Okay. Nothing else to be seen here, right? No. There's something about those photos that are eerie and they make me believe that I'm missing something. But I'm not 100% sure what I'm missing. Patio. We don't have that anyways, so we can't. A letter has been delivered to the mailroom. Dining room, here it is. Well, that just makes our day really good. So if we spread anything, well, it'll all come here. So for now, we know this is fake because it's printed and not handwritten, but I wonder if 9083, I don't even know which one it's, you know, what is it even referring to? This would give us a gem and it would connect us to the dining room. This would block off that, but it would give us 4 items. We don't have a gem, so it doesn't matter. What am I even, what am I even debating here? We need gems so bad. That gives us 5 steps. And we're going to get a red gem here. I'm looking at every room with fresh eyes. Again, this looks like it would be a part of something. The safe door looks like it's drawn. And it kind of... Where were we where we saw something that looked very similar to it? I don't remember, but I do remember seeing something that was very close. We have to go up 1 more rank for dinner to be served. We should probably try to go north here. This should be the one that takes us north. Oh, 3 gems is so big. But it leaves the security door as the only... I think we need it. We need 3 gems. Mount Holly. The Swan. 2 spades. And somehow we find ourselves on the final door again. We find ourselves on the final door again. Please, something that works here. This is big, but we have a gem. We have a gem. That's big because it gets us up and it gets us to the foundation as well. The problem is the garage is not going to connect to the foundation in any way. I have so many things that we could combine. I have so many items that we could actually put together to make new stuff. But I think we gotta go pool. I hope that was the right call. I don't know that that was the right call. We don't have a shovel, do we? We don't. So we can't really go do the thing where we dig in the basement yet. This is gonna basically make or break the game. Oh. I mean, we have the number of... Oh, we have the lockpick. Absolutely, this is a great room. Great room. Okay, that's fine. Boom, just like that. Already found the exit. Damn, that's rough. Okay. And we have the antechamber unlocked now. So that's the door that just opened? Wait, we literally just look at this. Yeah, that's the door that just opened. I'd have to go all the way to the beginning. I could go through the foundation to get to the beginning to unlock that door. And we are going to get food once this dinner's served. Has to be the aquarium, right? Okay, dinner served. And we get a key. And this is a power source. So if we could somehow find a boiler room, if we could just get a boiler room off of this, that would be enormous. And that is what we're going to try to do right now. Pump room. Wait, the pump room. The reservoir tank. Or the reservoir, the reserve tank. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, hold on. Reservoir. Oh, it is okay, I was like, why did I think reservoir? Reservoir can be drained now. Should we just draw? Yeah. A letter's been delivered to the... Okay, watch this, watch this. Where is the control for this one? Tank 1 fill. Reserve tank. So the reservoir is... Which one is it? Reservoir is 2. So pump 2. No, no, hold on. Oh, this one's full. Isn't it as simple as literally just drain tank 1? And then wouldn't we be able to move? No, hold on. All right, let me look at the diagram again, because we got to restart this from scratch. Tank 1 is 4 units. Tank 2 is 4 units. 1 is for the fountain. The fountain is entirely drained. We should probably drain the pool into the fountain if that's possible, which is 6. 6 can go into 3, which is the aquarium. 5 can go into 3, which is the greenhouse. Do we want the fountain? We want the fountain drained, don't we? Because we want the fountain... We have to pour everything into fountain, which requires this. And then theoretically, couldn't we then tank 1 drain? And that's going to put 1 more into the reserve tank. And then we can put the fountain, fill it up with water. And then we're going to move more of the pool into the fountain. And then... And then what else is connected to tank 1? 6 and 5. So the greenhouse. Alright, so now the pool's drained. And then theoretically 5 should be able to go in there, right? Yeah. So greenhouse will go into this tank, and then we'll move that into the fountain as well. Now what can go into 5? 3 can go into 5, and 3 is the aquarium. Okay, so now, theoretically the pool's good. Now we want to start draining the reservoir. The reservoir is 2 and it needs to go to pump 2. We need to drain this out. So where would tank, this goes to 4. So really we need to clear up the kitchen. How do we get the kitchen? The kitchen is 4 and it needs to go to pump 1. It needs to go in here. Right? I thought the kitchen would go in there. What am I doing wrong here? I thought kitchen... No, that clears the greenhouse. I need to get stuff out of the kitchen because kitchen is 3 and it needs to go up to 5. And 5 is greenhouse. Wait, is kitchen 4 or 3? Kitchen is 4. Kitchen can only go into tank 2. Tank 2 can go into 4. Oh, we need to switch this. Because tank 2 and 4. So kitchen. And then... Wait, that doesn't do anything. This is the pump 2. That's gonna... Okay, that doesn't do anything. So what we need to do is drain this right now into greenhouse. So that kitchen can also be drained. We need to drain stuff into here and then get it... Oh my god, I'm getting so frustrated. It's so frustrating. Jesus, okay. Oh my god. What can this tank drain? 2 can go into 4. 4 is the kitchen. So we have to get rid of the kitchen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is right here. How? Okay. The funny thing is, if you go back into the episodes, I've done this before. How do you get these 4 units out of them? Because 4 is the kitchen, and the kitchen is currently full. How would we get these 4 into tank 1? I mean, we should theoretically start being able to pump the reservoir also, right? I thought we could pump the reservoir now. Yeah, so that's gonna fill that. And then this, again, which one does this go into? This should go into, could it go into the greenhouse? Yeah. Because now that I think about it, don't you theoretically need to move all of the reservoir into the fountain? By the way, should we go get... Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to the pool. We're going to get a gem. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. This might be smarter. I don't want to bust my head into that over and over again right now. Let's go ahead and unlock this last one. Foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Two gems, though? I think it's worth it. Wait, Jeh? Hold on. Hold on. Didn't we just learn these words? Oh no. Lore is word, Jor is name. Lore is word, Jor is name. Lore. I mean, does that mean Dwilliam? Major. 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 My name. Okay, yeah, we're full in here. Okay, we got that. Let's go back and get food. Okay, let's go back and get food. That's gonna give us a bunch of steps. Wow, really? Nothing? Okay. Okay. I thought I'd get a bunch of... Ooh. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Let's go get some food from the dining room. And let's pick up some stuff from the pool. So, is the money in the pool dependent on how many times I threw coins into the fountain? Is that where we're going and I just didn't put that together till now? They end up here in the pool? Alright. Plus an additional 10 if I had a boiler room in my house. I don't. Alright, well, let's have dinner. That's going to give us 32 steps. And we're going back to the pump room. We're totally going back to the pump room. I don't think we're missing anything else, right? I'm trying to remember if we unlocked anything else that would require us to go back, but I don't think so. I think it's back to the pump room. Figure out this puzzle with the water. I mean, it doesn't matter which way we go, I guess. 28, 27, still gonna be the same number of steps. All right. The reserve tank is full. Drain tank 1. So anything that can go into tank 1, which is a total of 6 units are just on a cap. By the way, I didn't even notice this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Multiple rooms. Yeah, multiple doors. This is a great run. So now this is empty. We really need to drain 2. How would we drain 2? Would we flip it over and then would we get it back into the reservoir? And then would we do this? And then would we switch it? Yeah. That's how we do it. Okay, we've got something. We've got something. We're working here. We've got, and then we want to put it into the pool. Right? Yep. Then we move it into the pool. Now this is where it gets fun though, because and then swap it to 2. Although technically, I guess, couldn't we? We could swap it to 2 now, right? And then I can empty it into there. And now 2 has it as well. Now, what else goes into 2? Is 2 the only one that goes... No, 4 can also go in. And 4 is the kitchen. But do we want to put the kitchen? Why would we take the water out of kitchen? No, I think that's it. That's all we cared about. The reservoir being open is now a huge deal. Enormous deal. At the same time, we really need a room that's going to work here because we are down to 1 door again. But at worst, we can go to the foundation and go look at the reservoir. But we are down to 1 room again. Oh, I wish it was a special... I can't redraw, can I? What is the south lever? Where is that? Where is the south lever? I am sorry, but we need to look. Okay, where's my picture? I had a picture of it. Because there's 2 places. I even took a picture of both places. It's the greenhouse. Oh. All right, it's the greenhouse. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. All right. Let's go ahead and spread money out. Get another gem. Okay. Damn, what a run. What a freaking run to end right here. We still go to the foundation and we still find the reservoir and all that stuff, but what a run. We spread gold. Cool. Can we run payroll? No. What can we do on the network? I forgot. I don't think we do anything else. It's going to let us log into the other network terminals, but... I can't read the mail from here. Alright. So, Foundation is where we're going. Yeah, we're going to Foundation. At the very least, we're going to figure out what this reservoir does. Wow, we were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms away from being perfect. I think. Also, couldn't we see where the X is now? There was an X where? Where was the X? I thought it was in archives. Here's archives. Oh, you can only see the X when the water's down. Okay, keep that in mind. I took a picture of that too, though. Not so worried about that. Let's focus on the foundation, because this is going to be big. I have a feeling this could be really big. Cannot believe all the things we did today. Okay, so this is going to be a look at the reservoir with no water. We have so many keys, so many gems, so much gold, so much everything. And we don't have a shovel, do we? We do not have a shovel. So we can't go that way to do the X over there. So we might as well just go this way. Holy. Holy. Do we have a metal detector? We don't. Oh my god, how will we know which ones to open? Oh wait, we have a trunk. We have a sledgehammer. We have a lockpick. No? Are you joking? Oh, the moon. What is this? Also, what is that? You would open the moon ones, right? Oh, this is so messed up. You'd open a sun? Oh my god. There are so many. Do I have a workshop? I don't. Is there a way to craft something that allows me to open all of them? Dude, what? What the actual... I did not expect this to be down here. I expected it to be a path somewhere. That's why I got so excited. Oh, shit. I don't know what to do here. Okay, so hold on. First and foremost, let me measure this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 32. Jesus, 32. Where's the boat? Oh, it's right there. Okay, hold on. So, if the water level goes down, the boat would allow us to go here. The problem is the boat's on this side of the house. So you'd have to take the boat over to this side, then lower the water level, then take the steps to the boat, and then ride it over there. Oh, that's more... To me, I want that room more than I want these treasure chests. I have 5 keys, and I can't believe that the lockpick doesn't work on them, but I want that more than I want this crap. I have 18 steps, which theoretically means I have enough steps to go mess with the pump room again. But now, how do you pick which one to unlock? How do you pick which one to unlock? I feel like you gotta open your mom's moon. She has a moon around her neck. But which moon? There's multiple moons. There's a blue, there's a red, there's a brown. Blue, red, brown, red. Nah, there's no way to find... I don't know. Again, if I had a metal detector... Do I have a store? Do I have a store? Do I have a commissary? I don't. The sanctum key is in a black box? Red is fake, but is green real? Black box. Black box? There's no black box. Sanctum key. Oh, is this where my colorblind thing's not gonna help me? Because is one of these black? I can't tell if any of this is black. Is this black? Oh, that sucks, dude. If it's really something as like important as sanctum key. Why do I feel like we've heard sanctum key before? The sanctum key is in a black box. I don't... This is... That's... I think this is... blue... purple. Well, it's not black. This is like pink. That's pink, right? That's pink. The sanctum key is in a black box. That's definitely white. That's purple or blue. That's also the same color as this, so that's purple or blue. That's pink. That's purple or blue. That's white. That's pink. That's white. This is dark. These have to be it, right? Black boxes. Black. Black. How many black boxes are there? All right, here we go. The sanctum key is not in a box. It is buried. Buried? Well then... Well then it's a liar. Well then you're a liar. The sanctum key is not in a box, it is buried. Alright, well let's just pick 3 more, I guess. Should we keep doing the dark ones? This is fake because it's printed. Let's go with the moon. I should be sticking to the moon. The moon is my mom's symbol. Only one box in the reservoir has a prize. We're just gonna go with my mom's. That's also fake. Okay, so we know for a fact that's not allowance. We know for a fact that's not allowance. So it seems to be like the moons have notes in them. The sun is probably allowance. And now we don't have keys. Now we don't have keys, so we can't do anything else. That sucks. We can't sledgehammer this shit. We can't anything. Okay. Well, what if we raise the water level? What would you say this is? The sanctum key. What is the sanctum? Wasn't there like a... In here, in the underground, there was like an inner sanctum. Somewhere. Inner sanctum. That was the name of it. Inner sanctum. Or sanctum. Okay. Let's finish this run up. Let's just wrap this run up. Should I even bother doing this? Because I mean... I have nowhere to go, right? There's nothing left. I should move it back so that we have access to the door, the main door, from outside. So I'm not going to... Unless... Yeah, let's leave it like that so that when we go in from the outside... Oh, but the fountain is filled with water now. So it doesn't matter. Okay. I also want to check the red door. Did anything we do open the red door? And how many times can we raise the water level? How many times can we raise the water level? With the steps that we have. We don't have any gym shoes or anything. Yeah. Okay. Well, this ended up being a very, very long run that I didn't think was gonna get that good, but we did all right. How many times can we raise the water level before we are in trouble here? What does this do? I think we picked something up here, didn't we? We looked at the map, yeah. And there's an X right 10. Buried treasure, buried floor plan. Okay. Well, that's about all we can do. Except for the water, we can't do anything else. So let's do the water. Damn. That's too bad. Good run, though. Why would you want to lift this? There's nothing up there. And then these don't even have... These don't even have... long enough things to connect. The boat's on that side. We're gonna raise the water level to see what it does. There's nothing else on the other side that I need. Now, why would you need to call the elevator from down here? How else can you... Oh, through the fountain. Once you have the boat, you could take one side of the reservoir to the other. So I could theoretically, from the outside, go downstairs, take the boat over to the... So what we want to do is we want to set the water level to the correct height for the boat for next run. But how will we know how high the water level should be? Only two. Oh, because I didn't. This is going to give me 6. Should we try 6? See what 6 did? We're going to get one more shot at it. We're gonna get one more shot at it. 6 is gonna be one shot. Oh boy, where are we at with 6? Even though the water, even if the water is right, I can't go there because the boat's gonna be on the other side. So realistically, we're shit out of luck here. All right. 6 did what to the water? That's the right height. So theoretically, what we have to do, I just realized there's going to be two processes here. So I think that's the right height, but we can't get in the boat from this side unless it's all the way up and the boat's on this side. So what we'd have to do is we'd have to raise the water to the correct level there, but 6 is the right level for this. So we'd have to get the boat in the boat over to this side, and then I'm assuming the boat would like be somewhere around here and we'd take it to there once we lower it. So we have to really fill it up quite a bit for the boat to be accessible. So we have one more shot at this. It almost feels like you want to be at like, if this was 6 more would put it like right around there. 6 more would put it there. 6 and 6 is 12. About roughly 12 more So double what we just did. Damn it, we're gonna run out of steps, aren't we? Hold on. 6. So that was not as much as I thought it would be. Also, I don't know if it's 6 or if it's 7, because it looked like there was a little step up. I figure that if you're gonna be on the boat, it'll let you climb onto it like a dock. But I don't know if you're supposed to ride the boat all the way in. No, give me enough steps. Give me enough steps. Give me. All right, cool. We're not gonna get to see it though. We're not gonna get to see it, but five, so 10. So maybe 12 or even 13. Because I'm thinking 5, at least double. Maybe 12 or 13. That's going to be the right amount. Now here's the fun part. We need to get the kitchen drained in here. Wait, how much? We have 1, 2, 3. We have. This will give us 11. That'll give us 11. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just try to get to the foundation on the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I think what we need to do... Come on. Oh, once it starts, you can't stop it. Interesting. Did we know that? This is gonna... Okay, wait. I think I said this literally the first time we were in this room. But this is gonna be like the... This is gonna basically be the scene from Die Hard 3. Where you had to, like, fill up the water to the correct weight. Which leads me to believe... Which leads me to believe that the correct answer is not going to be 2. Because if each tank is 4, oh shit. I'm just doing the worst job ever of this. If each tank is 4, then all the numbers that are even are going to be easier to get than all the numbers that are odd. So if it's an odd number, if the answer is hard, it should be an odd number that requires you to do math. Might as well drain tank 1, or fill. Yeah, drain this. Then move 4 into this. Okay, watch. We're gonna go odd. We're gonna do an odd number. That should have worked. That should have worked. What? Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't select it on the actual. Okay. So I think the right answer is going to be 13. Here, let's move 1 into the reservoir. And then we need... Okay, and then we're gonna do one more. And that's why kitchen is 3, by the way. That's why kitchen is 3. That's why that's the only odd number in there. I'm absolutely positive that it's gonna be an odd number now. I'm actually positive. Because it would make sense that you would want... Oh, this is full. So, what if we... I have to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I am, like I said, I am convinced that it's going to be an odd number. 5, 6, 7. 7. It's already at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so what if... What if we filled tank 1? That's gonna fill it up and leave 1. And then what would I do with this 1? This 1 could theoretically go back to the pool. Or sorry, not the 1, the 2. Is there anywhere else that has 2? Tank 1 has nothing right now. I mean, theoretically, you could force the... That'll put it at 10, though. 1, 2, 3, 4 would put it at 10. That water is going into tank 1. And this is now at 10. So I either want to be at 7 or I want to be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 would have just been 1 but more above what we already had. Yeah, it's got to be... Okay. To be able to get in the boat, you've got to be at like 13 or 12, but 12 is even. That doesn't make sense. It would be too easy to do 12. So we want it to So that leaves 1, and we're at what? No. We want to stop that. We want to stop it. Stop. Oh, you can't stop it. I want to go the other way. And that's going to add 1 more to it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm at 11. So I need 2 more. I need to get 2 from somewhere. And we have no water anywhere. So what if we got the kitchen, which is number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to go into tank 2. And then we need 5 to go into tank 1. So theoretically, we have 4 in there. And we have 3 in there. 3 would fill this up. We want... We just need 2. We just need 2. So, oh my god. Let's drain tank 1. And then we're gonna... We'll put the greenhouse into the 1. And then we'll bring it into the reservoir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we theoretically need 1 from somewhere. Couldn't we put... There's 4 in there. Oh, we could have done it if we hadn't done this. Hold on. There's 4 in here. Can we put tank 2? No, hold on. We did this a lot more complicated than we had to, because I'm thinking about it and it makes perfect sense. We could have, yeah, we could have done it easier. We could have done this a lot easier. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And unfortunately, both of the tanks... Okay, so then let's drain... You can't drain it because there's nothing in there. Okay, so that's 4. No. That's the 1 we need right there. Which is actually way harder. We could have just had 2 instead. That's the 1 we need. It's left in pool. How would you get that 1 from pool? There's 6. There's 6. How do we get this water over there? That'll make it 3. Now, theoretically, with that being at 3, couldn't we... Tank 1, go into 5? Or no, not go into 5, but come out of 5. There's the 2 we needed, by the way. That sucks. Yeah, we ruined this. We ruined this a few steps back. We could have absolutely done it this way. That's not going to give me the one I need. I also still don't understand why. Okay, there's 4. Can we get the 4 into the 3? No, that's okay, we don't want that. I feel like we have to fill this up again because it's easier to just subtract than it is to... Let's just fill this up. And the pool needs to just remain empty, I think. Wow, this is so confusing. There was a moment in this entire thing where if we had not filled the reserve tank, we would have had exactly the amount that we needed to get into the reservoir. I think you got to fill all of them up. Oh, I'm dumb. I didn't need to do that. I think the right thing to do is to leave the pool empty. Fill up the kitchen. That's only gonna give, it's gonna give literally 3. And that's the 3 that I needed. And the fun part is, oh my god, it could have lived, you could have totally done this. Okay, so we're at where I wanted to be. Now what you probably want to do is you want to empty 1 time the reservoir. This needs to come down though. I need space in the reserve tank. Okay, so I need to fill up 3. So the way I would fill up 3 is by getting the kitchen. And then I would swap this tank. It only did 3, right? Okay, it only did 3. And now... No! Okay, we did it. I think we did it. I think we did it. Now I think we just reset this and we try to figure out if we can go to the foundation on another day. Oh Lord, guys, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. We're gonna break this game. We're gonna beat this game. We're gonna absolutely 100% this game. It's gonna be a while, but we're going to do it. Like the video, subscribe, and thank you for watching. I will catch you guys on the next episode. Bye-bye. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Your Game Therapy. Like the videos so others can find us, and subscribe so you won't miss the next episode.